Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the last day of the week show on the morning show.
Yes!
I hope you guys are doing great this morning. Davey's got a lot of energy.
Woo,
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Who expected that? It's going to be a good show. We got Sheriff Hardwick in studio here with us today.
Woo.
And we got a lot to cover. There's a whole lot going on, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll get to half of it with Sheriff Hardwick.
Half is good.
Half is good. It's better than how much we usually get to. Yeah, I think so.
Climbing the charts.
I think so. We'll talk a little bit about the St. Augustine High School football game. Man, that was a nail biter. That was literally down to the last second, man.
Really exciting.
2 seconds.
Our boys played hard, man. They really did. They
really
did a
did.
great job. They played a great game, and boy, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of a recap. Let's see. What else do we got on this list? We got a good Florida man story that we may get to, possibly.
Okay.
We've got some residential lot grading, which we probably won't get to. And the city of St. Augustine Beach has selected their mayor and vice mayor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a hot topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Interesting.
Your old stomping ground,
Yeah, I was going to
Sheriff.
be like your old stopping.
It is.
Yeah.
Can we say who it was? Or was that later?
Later.
All right.
You
Yeah,
gotta
we'll wait
tease
till
it.
later. Yeah.
They're at the edge
My
of their
bad.
seats
My
right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. On the edge of them seats.
Over the mayor and vice mayor. Yeah, that's right. Sure. But first, before all of this, we will remind you about the world famous, the insanely intense, the weird and wild and muddy, the Florida Man Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's going to be an extremely exciting day. Actually had a great meeting with the sheriff's office the other day.
Yeah, super excited.
Very exciting, man. You guys are, you know what? I heard an update yesterday. A neighbor of one of your guys said that the ring just arrived. Said he helped unload a boxing ring yesterday.
Really?
That's good. I don't know. That's news.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go.
Well, the good thing is that boxing ring is for our Pal Kids boxing program. So just
That's great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's already it's for our not for profit, our Pal.
I was wondering why it
That's
was
huge.
inflatable. That's
Yeah.
cool.
I don't think it's actually
don't think it's
inflatable.
inflatable.
That's not the one
I think
I
it's
saw
a
then.
regulation ring, isn't it? I mean, that's the real deal.
Clay, thank you for making me clearer.
Gotta really zoom in
I need
here.
some help. Yeah, I need some help.
Nobody's ever said thank you to Clay for making them clearer.
Right, yeah.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you,
Everybody
Clay.
wants obscure, like the soft lens, right? Can I have that Sears portrait soft lens?
Yeah,
Clearer,
right.
more dealer.
Yeah, can I be as blurry as possible? The Florida Man Games. Hey, got to give a big shout locally to our friends at Ripley's, believe it or not. They were the first people to sign up as sponsors for the Florida Man Games. They
How's
said,
that possible?
Because they said this is just right up our alley, this weirdness. Right up our alley.
Yep, I agree.
They know it.
But that was like the first day we announced.
Okay.
They were right in, man. Very cool. So you guys got to head down to Ripley sometime soon. Our friends at Atlantic Marine are there in on this. Power Sports STA. And our friends at Prohibition Kitchen going to be serving up some great VIP food out there.
Okay.
Oh, that's
They've
cool.
got a great menu out there for our VIPs.
You guys are going big time on this thing. I thought it was just
Whoa.
a good old time.
Man, we have no choice. We
No.
kind of went mega viral, Sheriff. Did I tell you People Magazine interviewed me for this thing?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, I actually did. I told everybody. Literally told everybody.
I'm only 2 degrees away from Brittany.
Oh, you should invite Britney Spears out.
Oh, I would love it.
Isn't she from Florida? No,
She can do
Louisiana
the
or
knife throwing
something.
contest.
We're not letting Britney anywhere near knives if she's
Round
coming.
one,
We're not.
fight.
Oh, that'd
She
be
can
fun.
judge Florida Man pinup if she wants.
Okay, maybe she could do that.
She's a little past knives right now.
Oh no!
yeah, true.
Oh no!
Yeah, she was in Mexico just recently.
And of course, our friend Jeff at Florida Party Works for supplying the mechanical alligator.
I can't wait to see this.
Me neither.
I want to
Is
build
that a
up
real
for
thing?
this.
It's a real thing.
A mechanical alligator?
Mechanical alligator, like a
Yeah.
mechanical bull.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
excited.
me too. It's going to be great.
Someone's going to ride this thing?
Yeah.
Lots of people are going to get a chance to ride this thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's going to be an
Alright.
attraction. It's going to be
Okay.
one of the things you can challenge your friends in out there.
Whiplash.
Yeah. It's going to be an extra game, if you will. TheFloridaManGames.com. Check it out and get your tickets today while you
How are
still
teams
can.
looking?
Teams are looking good.
Cool.
We've got some great teams.
I really can't wait for you to reveal like them.
I know,
That's
me
gonna be
neither.
a fun moment.
I know, me neither. We're behind schedule on a couple of reveals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So next week, get ready, Buttercup. Here we go.
I hope so. I hope so.
You can't say next week because they'll hold you to it.
They need
Yeah,
to.
I
Coming
know.
soon.
Yeah, coming soon. There you go.
Coming soon.
Yes. Oh, Sheriff getting really used to being in this political world.
It's taking me 3.5 years. Yeah. This is my 30th year. I'm getting there.
All right, the FloridaManGames.com. Also got to give a big shout out to another great sponsor who's going to be out there, and been a great sponsor of our program for a few years now, and we couldn't be more thankful or more grateful to Bozard Ford Lincoln. They're celebrating 74 years, just about, they're closing in on 75 years. That's a big milestone in St. Augustine in our Northeast Florida area. They are here for you at Bozard Ford Lincoln. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and their parts and accessories shop that's just second to none. It's amazing in there. And make sure you grab a signature burger at Ford's Garage while you're there. I know Ford Burger's pretty good. Yeah, Jiffy Burger.
Sheriff Hardwick Burger's really good, I heard.
I haven't even heard about that one.
Really?
Nobody talks about that one.
Yeah.
Nobody
Not
really
worth
talks
selling
about
burger.
it.
Not really crazy.
No, actually, Jiffy Burger is number
I'm
one
sure it's
selling
not because
burger.
of the name.
Yeah.
It just happens to be a good burger with a name on it.
Yeah.
It's not because of Rob Hardwick.
They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Your family is their family, and they're driven to inspire. Also, big shout out to our friends at Fidus Roofing, Great Expectations, Realty and Auction, Cheba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, BHF Insurance, Amara Med Spa, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, Griffin Service, Willow Mane, and the Vilano Holiday Village.
Okay.
Sheriff Hardwick, you're going to be out there at the Vilano Holiday
yes, sir.
Village.
Yeah, looking forward to it, actually.
Awesome. And we'll talk about all of them a little bit later in the show. But first, good morning, Davey. Good morning, Sheriff.
Good
Clay.
morning. Good morning, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Clay? Oh, no, he left. Oh, there he is.
It's Friday. It's the weekend, everybody.
All right, man. I'm
Finally
ready.
here.
I keep seeing you on the screen there, David, and I keep thinking you're already dressed in your elf outfit for tomorrow.
Well, Troy doesn't like this zip up, so I wore it because he's not here today.
Okay.
He thinks I look like the Grinch. No, it's fine.
I think you look sharp, brother.
Thank you very much. I enjoy this.
Troy will be back.
I got a favor.
Monday.
I need a Jack Frost. Can you help us?
Jack Frost. No, I'm
talk
Buddy
later.
the Elf. I'm Buddy the Elf.
No, can we,
He's exclusively Buddy the Elf.
I really
For
did
us
sign
tomorrow
that.
night?
Yeah, we already talked about this.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Well, we did. No, it's
Let
good.
me just kidding. Next topic.
Santa's on the loose. You're not coming to that, are you?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing.
I don't know how you keep track of your
I
schedule.
don't know what I'm doing anymore.
We'll
I
talk.
don't know. I know based on a conversation earlier that Davey and I are judging Nights
Yes.
of Lights.
Right.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding
This is
me.
the first you're hearing
I go
about
one
it,
day
huh?
at a time. One day at a time.
I hear you.
One day at a time.
I hear you. My calendar dictates my life. Whatever I
duty.
have put on my calendar last week, that's apparently what I'm doing this week.
It was a late night last night too. We were in Tallahassee, so.
Oh, you were? You went down to the game in
Oh
person?
yeah, I got to support the Jackets.
Yeah.
what a
We're going to talk
game.
about them pretty
Yeah,
soon. We're
goodness
going to talk
gracious.
about that soon. After we get to question of the day, Davey.
So, question of the day is: what was the best concert you've ever been to?
Oh, okay. I don't go to a whole lot of concerts.
Okay.
But I would say the best. Do comedy shows count?
Sure.
Adam Sandler was really
Really?
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Adam Sandler was a great show.
Definitely,
yeah,
you loved
really
every
great
minute
show.
of that.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great time, man. Saw some great people out there. Had a lot of laughs. Laughing is my favorite thing to do.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the best medicine.
Yeah.
And a great abdominal workout.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
It hasn't worked for me very well.
gotta do that more,
I know, me too. I'm like, I'm not laughing enough.
Isolate the core, pull it back. That's all you gotta do.
I laugh all the time, and it's not helping at all, Davey. It makes me hungry.
Calories in, calories out, Sheriff.
Now, I asked this question, but I did have a little bit of like a addendum underneath the question of saying that I cannot answer Taylor Swift because that's obviously my answer.
Why?
Well, I mean, I just feel like I've been to so many concerts and everyone knows I'm going to answer that, but I did go to Prince. And that was an incredible show.
Okay.
I bet.
That it was in Detroit. I was kicking and screaming about going. My friends were like, "Shut up! Get in the car,
That's
dopey."
stupid. It's Prince.
I know, and I was like, I don't feel like I was being such a douche. And so, like the last, I was there, and it was incredible. He's like 4'11", but like 70,000 people in the stadium, and it was just insane, awesome. It was the energy was
bet.
just infectious. It
I
was
bet
so
that
cool.
was good.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, T Swift was awesome too. So it's a great tie for me.
What do you think, Sheriff?
My wife and I used to go to a lot of concerts, and the older I get, the more concert venue. I just can't stand big crowds anymore, like being around crowds.
yeah.
But so I'll go backwards, and the ones that I can remember, because I did drink back in the day. But I'm not sure if you know a guy named Colt Ford.
Sure.
Colt Ford did a concert down. I'm drawing a blank on the venue, but it's called the House of Blues. The House of Blues in Orlando.
Yeah.
And this 300-pound plus guy, 4'11",
I love it.
rocked this stage like, I mean, he danced and sang for almost 3 hours in this place. Yeah.
Ooh, you better be careful.
So, yeah, seriously, yeah. I actually met the guy in person. He was a pro golfer at one time.
God bless.
Yeah, now he's a country music singer. I don't know what happened to him now. He's fallen off the face of the earth. But anyways, House of Blues, Colt Ford.
Nice.
Okay, Colt Ford. That's a good one. What do you think, Clay?
I'm going to go with Freebird Live, G-Love and the Special Sauce.
Oh,
Listen
that's
to
a great
you.
one.
Whoa.
And
G-Love.
and Clay's voice just made it right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Outstanding job. And thanks for making me clear.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, good deal. I will look forward to what people are saying out there in the comments, man.
Good question.
It's now time for a quick check of the weather, Davey.
Oh, yes, it is enervating today.
That's a word I've never heard
It
before
means
in my
draining. It just says, because it's kind of
Draining.
gray a little bit out there. Yeah.
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes, the weather is very enervating today.
Okay.
The same sentence you just used.
My mother
Okay.
yelling at me constantly during the holidays is enervating to my mojo.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Very nice. I still don't know what it means. Yeah. Is it like
Wonderful.
invigorating?
It sounds like the opposite, right?
It's sempiternal, so it does. Yeah,
Another
it's-
word.
it's
Davey's been
Knock
in
it
the
off.
thesaurus
Knock it
over the
off.
last few
Knock it
days.
off.
I read 2 books. I'm so good. Britney Spears, Woman in Me.
Oh, see, that does
she's
not
good.
count.
It's a great story.
She didn't write that book.
Oh, she did great. Maybe ChatGPT was a little bit involved, but
I would have to imagine it was all the way involved. Britney Spears could just type into ChatGPT, write a book about Britney Spears. And
definitely-
ChatGPT could do
there
it.
must have been a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. She's not mentally sane to be able to write that book at the moment.
I'm glad you could finally admit that.
I use these big words the entire show because I got to get a thesaurus.
Oh,
I was going to say a thesaurus. Thesaurus.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my
There you
problem.
go.
See?
It was one of the oldest dinosaurs, the Saurus Rex.
that
Yeah.
and the encyclopedia.
There you go.
God, do you remember how cool that used to be? Everybody had an encyclopedia at their house. That was like
You
knew that was
rich
a fancy-
people
yeah,
did.
the
Yeah,
rich people
rich people.
house.
I had to go to the library
What
for
about
my
the whole series?
encyclopedias.
Yeah.
I
We had
know.
the big Shop Britannica,
If-
remember?
But if you didn't have one missing, you were really doing good. Everybody had at least one missing, right? There was like K that was missing.
Right.
It was just like,
right.
but I wanted to learn about Kellogg's today. Yeah. All right, man. Of course, that check of the weather brought to you by Great Expectations Realty and Auction. They can sell your home, your business, and everything in it. Check them out at geauction.com, gerealty.us. We now go to Clay Blaster for our traffic report. Clay.
Super excited.
All right.
Oh,
we got some traffic on the pier today.
Okay. That's a great
Even though
shot
it's
of the
a
pier, by the way.
Cold morning.
That's picturesque right there.
We're so
Yeah.
blessed.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, we're
It's my
blessed.
We live in a
favorite
cool
camera.
place.
Thanks, Surf Station, for the camera.
Thank you, Surf
Yeah.
Station.
Everybody can use for free.
That's
Hey.
nice. That's always nice.
So,
All right.
That's beautiful. Okay, that's the traffic. Good.
yeah.
Sugar, no
wants the
complaints
real
today?
traffic.
Wow. All right. Thank you, sir. That relaxing traffic report.
No, I'm like sleepy. I love it.
Yeah.
We're all ready to go back to sleep now.
Very
We'll
zen
see you
like.
guys Monday. Amara Med Spa brings us that relaxing traffic report.
Very nice.
Is your skin craving a revival? I'll answer that for you. Yes, it is. I saw you yesterday. Jeez. Look no further than the
I don't know what
Amara
you're
Med
looking
Spa.
at because I'm snatched over here. I'm good.
I'm clear now. My goodness.
I'm talking about 7 people in our audience.
Oh, yeah. Troy's family.
I didn't say
I
that.
said it slowly.
Our unmatched expertise, their unmatched expertise. We don't have unmatched expertise in luxurious ambience. That sets them apart and in a league of their own. They provide personalized treatments and rejuvenating facials designed to bring back your youthful radiance. No one in town comes close. You have high standards, and so do they. Start your journey to a more beautiful and vibrant you at theamarmedspa.com.
I got to stop and see those lovely ladies. They're right on the way to work.
It's
Yeah, you
so
do.
cool.
But I don't think they're there at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe. You never know.
I mean,
Never
we'll
know,
make
so.
a special moment for
They
you. if
might
you
do
need to
that
happen.
just for
Yeah,
you.
let me know.
Yep. All right, Sheriff. Let's talk a little bit about the game, man. You were
goodness
down
gracious.
there. It was a big moment for our guys.
Yeah.
Our guys were undefeated through the whole season.
Yep.
They played great. And talk about what it was like to be there, what the crowd
Yeah.
was like. I mean,
Yeah.
they were They were at the Florida A&M Stadium, which is so big time. You know, a lot of these guys, that's as big as it's going to get.
By far.
For so many of, for everybody, that's as big as it's going to get.
Completely agree.
Man.
Yeah.
So cool.
If you're okay with it, I'll actually start back to the send-off. And I had a couple of people call me and saying, Sheriff, you're giving police escorts for high school football teams? You're darn right we are.
Absolutely.
St. John's County, not just high school football teams, bands that are going to state competitions and ROTC and swim teams, volleyball, basketball. I think that's a special moment for our youth here in St. John's County, and also gives that it lowers those barriers of our law enforcement that with our young adults too, because they're going to be part of our society down the road. So that was powerful that day. But yes, we do that across the entire county, which everybody has seen. So
if we can do it for bicyclers, we can do it for kids who are going to state.
And I had more parents call me and say, hey, it's little things in life, Sheriff. And yeah, maybe you were stopped at a red light for 2 extra cycles, for goodness sakes, but I think you'll get over it. But with that being said, Kendall and I went up there yesterday with Director Scott Beaver. As you know, he's a St. Augustine High grad. So we got up there yesterday, of course, and the FAMU Stadium is beautiful. That artificial turf up there, it's a newer field, newer stadium. Just a lot of people from both sides, of course. It's a close rival because it's right there, dish down the street in Daytona Beach.
Right.
But anyways, we got there, and to start the game off, Trenton Carter ran back, I think it was 93 yards, and I coached that kid he's a special kid in my life, along with his brother, little Tomas Jones. But anyway, so he runs it back from a touchdown and electrifies the audience there. We were standing on the sideline, and just you could feel the power, and it just shut down the other side of the stadium, which of course were the visitors from mainland. Anyways, then we had a scoop and score by Marquise King. I think actually picked it up.
That was great.
We're like, I got this, and I think, Coach Braddock, man, you've done a phenomenal job with these young men. I mean, these kids are just great kids, and I'm envious of you and the program you run. But with that being said, Marquise King picks it up and just electrifies the stadium. We go into halftime at 13-zip, and I'll tell you what, the offense. I think the offense from the get-go knew that this is one of the best defenses in the country.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, when I read the Blue Report, there were 7 kids, I think, that are committed or looking at D1 programs. Wow. I'm talking big D1 programs on the mainland side. So again, you probably had one of the best offenses in the state against one of the best one of the defenses in the state. So we knew it was going to be a battle down the road. So offense, sputtered a little bit in the very beginning. Devontae Lyons, of course, the kid's a stud, man. But you got 6 people on that defensive line that are going to play D1 ball.
Yeah.
So that being said, again, some challenges. I knew Coach Braddock and his coaching staff were going to go back into halftime, get a game plan in place. Sure enough, they came back out. Of course, the ball was in the Buccaneers. They had the ball after halftime, and they scored on their opening drive. That number 14, I can't remember his name for the Buccaneers, but without that kid, he's almost a one-man. I hate to say it, and this is no disrespect to that program because it's a phenomenal program, but that kid truly was a one-man show for the most part for the Buccaneers, and just had a hard time containing him, because the kid was, in pass protection. Next thing you know, he's a busted play, and the kid is running, 15, 16 yards, for a first down. So, again, they scored. I think CJ, Carl Jenkins Jr., I think, scored on a pass play, I believe is what it was.
Great pass from Lachlan Hewlett. That kid Lachlan is a heck of a quarterback, man.
Yeah. They just got, they got so much death in town on that St. Augustine High School. Always have, but Braddock really has pulled it together with those kids. They're just a gifted bunch of kids. Defense really stepped up too as well, Julian Quintero and I know played for me at Page Menendez High School, so another special moment with him, and had a phenomenal game. Those kids did a great job, and literally we were down in the I think it would be the west end zone, and the 2 seconds remaining, they drove down, and the kid that was kicking for Buccaneers had no success really throughout the night. Right, and here's the pressure. Coach Braddock iced him, called timeout. As they snapped the ball. On the first attempt, went to timeout, came back out, and the kid kicked it to the uprights, of course, and it ended up being 21-19. And hate to see it for the St. Augustine, High School Yellow Jackets. These kids are great. The cheerleaders, the fans, the administration that was there. They had a lot. I would say our crowd, to be honest with you, was probably bigger. Not twice as much, but darn close to it. Then, of course, the visitors are the other, the Buccaneers.
Looked like a huge
great
crowd
game
from what I saw. Yeah.
I was texting Tomas Senior last night, and the video of that run back on the first play of Trent, when they were heading to the halftime, Trent remember gave a big hug. Just love those kids, man. And I've had the blessing in St. Johns County to coach at numerous programs. And a lot of those kids, we all bleed with each other, because we cross each other's paths across the coaching thing. So just did a phenomenal job. I hate to see, because that is a championship football team. St. Augustine High School Yellow Jackets this season is a championship football team. Yeah. And they deserve to win that football game. And I found out afterwards that the other team lost last year by 2 points in the state championship game.
Really?
I didn't verify that, but I heard about that. So Again, Coach Braddock, you and your players, you keep your heads up, man. That's I would say that Buccaneers program, they came out a second half team, and you guys stood up and played the ball game the entire time, and you deserved the win. But again,
did you get to see the team afterwards? What's morale like?
Yeah, those kids, man, those kids have been knocked down in life numerous times. Where last year, with the playoff games and stuff like that. But those kids will pick it back up. A lot of them are juniors that are coming back again, including.
Good to know.
Yeah,
okay.
Lachlan actually is a junior too as well.
God bless him.
But you got Devontae and some of the other seniors and stuff that will move on to other programs. But that program has so much depth. I believe we will see that program right back in Tallahassee again at FAMU Stadium, Bragg Field again.
Name it and claim it.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So as a coach yourself, what do you think Coach Braddock told the guys after that game? What are you doing as a coach to kind of say, hey guys,
Sure.
What are you telling these guys?
Well, this is my thing. I know Coach Bragg does this, but they are in the state championship because they're a class act. They're well coached. Brandon James and I go way back. He's the offensive coordinator. He called one heck of a ball game, against a very stout defense. But that's where Coach Bragg gets him back in the ball field, saying, we're short, but keep your heads up. You played a great game. You played positive. There was I don't think I saw one unsportsmanlike conduct. Penalty, unless it was a hit or something like that. But our kids were stepping up. They the other team was definitely talking more trash than our team was. Our kids were fired up. The Jackets were, but they play class football. But I think Braddock goes in that locker room and tells them that, say, you deserve to win that title, but we came up just a little bit short, and it happens. There's a winner and loser in life, right? And in this situation, we were the loser, per se. But with that being said, hold your head up high because you're one of two programs left in the entire state of Florida in 3S that gets to play on that football field. And what it did yesterday, I saw so many, I know a lot of recruiters from a lot of local colleges from colleges. I couldn't tell you, Kendall and I were talking about probably 20 to 15 or 15 to 20 college recruits, coaches on our side of the ball. I can't tell you what was on the other side. So what you did was you showcased who you are and the talent you have and the class act you are. And I'm looking forward to your next chapters in your life. That's what you tell them.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Phenomenal game.
Yeah.
But that's what it's supposed to be.
Exciting game to watch and listen to. Yes, it is.
Yeah. What that showed was, I'm not a fan of everything FHSAA does, but I believe this has worked. When you have I hate when you go to the state championship and it's a blowout, 21-0. That's not right.
Yeah.
When you go to a state championship and win by 21-19, win or lose, you just showed the state of Florida that you are the two best programs in the state of Florida.
100%. No,
I'll tell you what, those two teams right there yesterday, I guarantee they could probably give a run for the money, if not beat. Well, they have throughout the year. 4S teams, 4U teams, 5.
Yep.
I mean, these kids are talented, man. God bless them and proud of them. And keep your heads up, man. I'm proud of you. So I was texting this morning some of them. So
good.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, another great event that I know you were at just before you headed out to Tallahassee. Chris Shee's Clays for a Cause.
Yeah, actually.
Boy, they raised a ton of money for great organizations.
And I know Clay was out there too as well. But I tell you what, every year, and I want to say they're, if I'm not mistaken, I heard yesterday they were about a $1.5 million of giving back to local not-for-profits.
Yeah.
And here again yesterday, full house, sold out, a lot of energy out there, a lot of local support out there, a lot of people that all of you know, and for a good cause. And that Chris Shee, and Mastercraft Builders and his entire team around him, they got a gift of giving.
Yeah, they do.
It's pretty powerful out there. So if I'm not mistaken, what I heard yesterday was around $350,000 given back to not-for-profits in St. Johns County. So great. We were supposed to shoot, Kendall and I, and then of course with the game up in Tallahassee, we wanted to get there on time and support our kids. And so Scott Beaver and I and Kendall headed up there right after we came to opening ceremonies yesterday. But great turnout, great weather. It was perfect. God watches over good things, and just a great thing happened yesterday once again, and we benefited too. Chris surprised us. Surprised us with a $10,000 check, which is really good for us as we move forward with building our new complex for our kids here in St. Johns County. So exciting day. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah,
really cool. Really big
really
day. Our
good.
friends at Jimmy Jam.
Oh yeah,
got a nice check that's going to help them help
huge
hundreds of people here in our community.
That Jimmy Jam story is Jeff Gatlin that's a good started someone's yard.
Yeah.
Someone's front yard, at a barbecue.
Yeah. Made $1,000 and thought they were like, this
on top of the world.
Yeah.
I think remember they tried like 2 years ago to Trout Creek. Is that the same event?
Yeah.
It just was like, no way.
It was too much. It was too much for Trout Creek. Trout Creek is huge.
You got fussy because it was too much traffic on the road.
It was horrible.
You guys had to shut down the road for a little while.
We did Port Rainy Ringhaver, and David Albany, the owners of Ring Power, were like, hey, this can't happen out here, man. This is not the place for this out
Nobody
here.
expected that.
Yeah, but it's pretty powerful. But that just shows you that the things we do in St. Johns County as a community is so special. And maybe this goes on across the country, but I don't think it goes on like here.
It doesn't.
I just don't think
it doesn't.
I don't think it does either.
That's why there's, I say this all the time. but it really is true for not only myself, but so many people. You know, after high school, so many people left and they said, I'm going to take on the world. I'm going to do this. I'm going to move to the big city. And people get into other places and they're like, oh, home is way better than it is out here. And so many people they come right back. They're gone for 2 years and they're like, man, I couldn't take it. I had to be back here.
Same thing too. You know, just this year, I was actually selected to go to Washington, D.C. I'm sorry, to Quantico up at the FBI Academy. And they selected 25 sheriffs from across the country.
Wow. Congratulations.
It was crazy.
That's a big deal.
And as a sheriff sitting up there representing the state of Florida, I mean, I heard from the sheriff that represents Milwaukee, which is Milwaukee County, of course, and King County, which is Seattle. Both of those are black female sheriffs, and another female sheriff from Los Angeles and other parts of the country. I sat there. I didn't have anything to share with what they were sharing about budgets being cut. Physically, I thought defunding the police was just a word. Just a phrase.
Right.
And then I sat there listening.
We didn't see that sentiment here at all.
We didn't see it here. You know, yes, our county commission holds us accountable for our budget, but they don't defund the police.
Right, yeah.
But I sat there listening. This was just a few months ago. I sat there in a room with 25 other sheriffs going, I had a sheriff from Milwaukee sit there and tell me that her budget was cut $23 million. She was going home to cut staff. Milwaukee, United States of America.
Wow.
And again, I sat there. So I feel like this whole story here we're talking about today, of course, with Clays for a Cause and Jimmy Jam and all the other great things we do in this county, it's a special place to live. And that's why I don't take for granted being the sheriff here. I will not ever take for granted being the sheriff here because, yes, I understand we do have controversial things go on. That's what happens in life, but not like the rest of this country.
That's true.
No,
right.
It's crazy.
It's a special place. It
is a special
really,
place.
really is a special place.
A great day yesterday.
Yeah, great day for a lot of reasons. Hey, let's get to tomorrow. You guys have a Christmas event going on tomorrow.
We actually do tomorrow. Again, very similar. We talked about this during the haunted jail, experience where let's do something else, for the holidays where the safest place for your kids to come, of course, and see Santa and some other, role players per se, in the Christmas world. So tomorrow night, I got 5:30 stuck in my head. I got to look at the time.
Okay.
We'll put it. Can you post it for me?
Oh, we've been
Paray's going to text one of us here in a second. I know it. I know it.
This is the ho 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 event, right?
Yeah, goodness
That's
gracious.
right. The SJS ho ho ho.
Yeah, they said who thought of that. I was like, actually, I did.
Well, they should not let you think of things in the future.
5 to 8.
People thought that I was calling you a
Whoa.
ho when we first talked about this. Seriously.
Are these Bounty? They pick right up.
It's the picker upper. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
I just spilled my coffee. Didn't see that. I apologize. It's a clear
see,
lens.
you could have just played it off.
No.
Your lens is so good.
I gotta go transparency for goodness sakes.
Look at that. They can't even see the coffee cup. They would never have known.
But anyway, so 5 to 8 tomorrow night, St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. A lot of things going on there. We hear it's going to snow. Of course, bubbles. Don't get too excited. But Santa, Jack Frost, Buddy the Elf, just some fun things to do with a very secure area like we did with the haunted jail. So that's all just a good.
So you guys have a 360 igloo. This is a very, very cool thing.
Listen, they've been talking about this thing for 2 days. For goodness sakes. I've seen pictures and photos.
You literally crawl through it, but it's like a really cool selfie kind of moment.
Yeah.
It's
glows.
like an igloo. Yeah, glows.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yeah, pretty powerful. Yeah.
Wow.
So again, this is all not for profit. People, of course, our community partners out there just continue to donate and give to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, but they know where it's going. It's going back to our community. So again, this isn't a taxpayers funded event. It's actually just on taxpayers' property.
Okay.
But in front of the old jail. So
that shows the kind of support your sheriff's office has because people are willing to step up and support these events. And these events are not small little rinky-dink events.
No,
it's not a bounce house and a face painter and that's it. You guys have a lot going on at these things.
But it's that community partnerships once again. It's those community partnerships coming forward. Because yesterday I saw a tractor trailer pull up with a bunch of lumber on them. I said, where is that going? Donated by some local builders here in St. Johns County for the event tomorrow night. So again, nothing coming out of the taxpayers' dollars. So just I think it's the right thing to do too as well.
How fun.
Yeah, excited about it. The problem is there's so many events going on this weekend.
Holy guacamole.
Yes, I got my running shoes on, so we are making a pit stop, Kendall and I. Tonight is a bad night. We probably got 4 events back to back where we were physically running from event to event. So
yeah.
Mark Bailey just got an award over at YMCA.
YMCA? Yeah.
And literally he got up
right.
with his speech and he was like, I am so sorry, but I literally have to duck out of this event to go to the next
somewhere else.
I know. Yeah, it's really truly how you have to hold it down.
There's a lot going on right now. A lot going on. We're at Santa Suits on the Loose tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow morning, bright and early. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to be there.
Gracious.
Yeah, man, right at the pier.
See, I don't look at my calendar till nighttime.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same. What am I doing tomorrow? Yeah.
Mine was driving home from a football game last night with everybody else in my car sleeping and me trying to go through my calendar trying to find.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
All right.
That Tallahassee drive is miserable.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah.
I don't
Why?
get it. is nothing on I-10.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
There's
man,
nothing to
that's-
see. It's a
No.
long
You
drive.
get by Lake City, and it's like pine trees.
When I
but-
first moved here, I-10, I mean, I was on fumes. And I was sweating just because I needed to get gas, and there's like nothing there to get.
yeah.
You really can't.
There's a busy bee now.
Okay, excuse me. No, that's an advancement from the last time I
Busy bee.
left the fish tank. So yeah.
Anyways,
And the hills. It's the only hills we have in
we're
Florida.
getting a lot done. We're doing good today.
Look at that.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
We've covered 3 topics in a
Outstanding.
half hour.
Yeah, we're gonna get to the mayor and the vice mayor of the beach. Watch this.
Maybe. First, we got to get to our Gas Buddy gas report.
Okay.
That's one thing. Drop in the comments where you are seeing good prices for gas this morning. It's going to help us out a whole lot. We will start with the Circle K on 207. That's at 285 this morning. The Sunoco at 21.99 North Ponce is at 289. The Gate on Mizell Road, 293.
Okay.
We got the Mobile and Circle K at South Ponce de Leon Boulevard, 294. Your Owens is at 294 as well. The Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard, 294. Same with the Shell on King Street, 146 King, 294.
I gotta bring this up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
What you got?
So we flew out last weekend to see my oldest son out in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
So it's Nevada, California. He's in both. We stayed in California side of Lake Tahoe, up in Truckee. $6.19 for a gallon of gas.
Ooh, whoa! What are they doing up there?
In Reno, $5.69.
They said get a bike.
I don't get it though. How is that possible?
Wow.
Anyways, just wanted to share that.
I don't know. I don't know how that's possible.
You wonder why the Californians are moving here and they have a lot of money. They can save half in gas.
Right, exactly.
They're driving here. Yeah, well, they're not driving here from California, I
No,
guess.
maybe.
Jeez. Okay. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds brings us that live music, Mike. That wasn't music. Gas report.
Gas report. There we go. It's Friday.
If you or someone you know is in trouble with the law and you need immediate bail assistance, call our friend Chris Lucero at Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, 904-822-BAIL, 904-822-2245. I'm doing great this morning,
What's
Sheriff.
wrong with you guys? You're just me.
I'm good.
Okay, you're right. I like that tie, by the way. Just noticed.
Thank you very much.
Outstanding. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry about
Psycho
that.
Bunny.
Psycho Bunny?
It's one of my favorite brands.
Okay, I need to do some research. Okay, sorry. It's not my show. Sorry.
Live music happening today and tonight.
Okay, it's got to be a big
John
list.
Winters. That's
This takes the
appropriate.
rest of the show.
It does take a lot of the show.
right,
Well,
I'm
you come in
listening.
on Fridays, and that's the busiest
All right, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
music day. John Winters at Marina Munch at noon. Stephen Currents at the Milltop at noon. We got Joe Lee at the Cellar upstairs at 1. Yale Dre and Zaza Flamenca at Bin 39 at 1. Heather Craig at Tradewinds at 1. Josh Tennessee Worthy at Pierre's Pub at 1 o'clock. Ken Macy at the Milltop at 4:30. The Dewey Via Band at Marina Munch at 5. Mark Hart, Tradewinds at 5. Excuse me, my throat has been scratchy this morning. My house is very cold. I forgot to turn the heat on last night.
You don't
so
need
it's-
it.
It wasn't that cold.
It's cold.
It was
Getting
like
into
40s.
the 60s. It's
Makes you feel skinny.
yeah. Let's see. Mark Hart, Tradewinds 5. Mike Cook, Guy Harvey at 5. Driftwoods, Fish House and Oyster Company at 5. Eddie Pickett, Mellow Mushroom at 6. The JC Hatfield Trio at the Kingfish Grill at 6 o'clock. Walt Kowicki at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 6. Whim, capital W, capital H, lowercase I,
Whim.
Whim.
Yeah.
Whim.
Whim.
Prohibition Kitchen.
Just go on a whim.
6 o'clock. Boy. All right, I'm going to stop right there. That's too
You're
much
not
for me
on
to
it
read.
today.
It's
I'm not on it today. And my
You got a warrant or something? What's up?
Okay.
Oh, Pete, sorry, my bad. Just kidding. Do you?
show's over. We'll see you later, guys.
No.
Crimestoppers.com. Free rewards.
Where's Troy?
Where is that, Troy?
Oh man,
Did you guys fire him?
Iceland. No, yeah, is that where you went? Yeah.
Well, we
Can't
haven't told him he can't come.
Can't tell.
We haven't told him he can come back.
Really?
I mean, Iceland is more important than doing
That
this
is
show.
true. That
agree.
was a little bit of a dig
That
at
makes
the end
sense,
of our marathon here. Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
texted the other day. He said he was flying out. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's where he was
Yeah.
going. Yeah.
I thought he was running
He's
from the
been
law.
shunned from the community, basically.
Yeah, because he got rid of the Park Now card.
He started all his construction.
You want to vote him as the CEOO, whatever it's called, as the Florida Man Games right now? Put him in charge?
No. No, I do not.
No.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Nope. Couldn't even handle his one job last year to get pied in the face. Just
Right.
complained about
Really?
it.
The
whole
Just
year.
Oh, it smelled sour. I almost threw up all day long. There was dairy in my beard. Come on, man.
That's funny.
Hey, Griffin Service brings us the live music mic. Checks your home comfort is their top priority at Griffin. They specialize in AC, plumbing, and electrical services, plus unique offerings like standby generators, water softeners, and gas work. They do free service calls and upfront quotes. You can experience fast, friendly, and affordable service 7 days a week. 904-500-2653 or visit griffinservice.com. Oh, we got a Florida couple who's famous for their over-the-top Christmas light display. Turns out they didn't live at the house. They were decorating.
What is this?
That happens. That happens.
Does this happen?
Well, you get drinking
Can you
that
get in trouble
eggnog.
with that? Trespassing?
Is there a crime against?
Maybe.
Decorating the wrong house?
Making it look better
we'll
than
talk
it was?
about why this is a crime. We'll talk about why it is, or maybe not. Maybe you can clear this up for us, Sheriff.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a lawman.
Let's walk through this. Let's walk through this.
All right, before we do that, I'll tell you Fidus Roofing is your hurricane protection people, even though it's not hurricane season anymore. But, get ready for next hurricane season. They can also do a free roof inspection because you're never on your roof. You don't know what it looks like up there. You don't know if there's holes in there. You don't know if there's critters getting in through your roof.
Santa
What's
Claus.
funny, Sheriff?
Yeah.
This is dire.
I do get on my roof, actually.
Do you really? No, you don't. When's the last time you were on your roof?
It's once a week. I have to blow it per my wife. So I get with the blower.
Oh, you don't want any like shrubbery or something on
Does
there?
the county make you wear a harness for that? Is there liability?
It's my house, Pete.
I know,
not
but
the
I'm just
sheriff's
saying
office.
we can't lose our sheriff.
That's
I think
right.
that's, I just got to think about this. I think my wife actually, go up on the roof, honey, blow it again, honey. Be careful up there.
She might
Yeah,
be,
right?
Like,
Don't wear your hard hat. You don't need it.
right,
Yeah.
right. No harness.
no harness.
Who is this other person in her life?
She's up there putting bacon grease up
Yeah.
there.
She's like a healthcare advocate. Come on.
I'm sure the mystery person that's on the other half of this is outside by binoculars going, please fall, Sheriff.
Oh no.
Please fall. Yeah.
904-355-ROOF if you want to make sure, at least get up there and make sure your wife's not putting bacon grease on the shingles.
Right. They do pavers and gutters.
Right. Got to fill in for the other guy today.
Yeah. Pretty easy to fill in for Troy, actually.
Yeah. it's
Can
not
I
too
do it?
hard.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
If I win the election, can I get a job here?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
super excited.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Yep, we won't have to do any work.
I need
We won't even have to talk
That's
anymore. It's
perfect.
great.
You can put a
Yes.
muzzle on me. I'll just sit there. Like Hannibal Lecter in the back on the cart.
No, where you're hired
What,
because
fall from grace. Once the sheriff, now he's in a Hannibal Lecter mask on that corny 904 show.
I won't let you down.
we
I'll let
now
you
have
down
somebody
here.
we can send to all the community events, though. That's a great.
That's right, in our
that's
place.
Perfect. That's perfect.
That's wonderful.
Turnkey service.
I'm looking forward to
Wow.
my next next
Thank you,
chapter of my
Sheriff.
life.
Well, I'll tell you, it pays a lot less.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Probably 100% less.
Yeah.
I bet you it's 100% less stressful.
Yeah,
It is.
more money, more problems.
There it is.
More
Yep.
money, more problems.
There you go. All right, man. Florida couple famous for over-the-top Christmas light display revealed to be squatters.
Squatters.
They were
Okay.
squatting at the home.
Here we go.
Okay.
There's more to the story. Keep going.
A South Florida home that gained fame for its extravagant Christmas decorations has been discovered to have been occupied illegally. Get this, for almost 2 decades.
It's so random.
2 decades.
What happened here?
And you think everybody down south has money.
Right.
An investigation unveiled that Kathy Hyatt, owner of the Hyatt Hotels.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just kidding. No. It's like she could have just stayed at the hotels.
It's like, what
They were sick of the hotel room.
She is a realtor, though.
okay. Well,
And her ex-husband, Mark, he passed away in 2020. They allegedly lived in the Plantation, Florida residence for 15 years as squatters.
That doesn't make any sense.
That is
I would just
15
assume
years.
based on the name of the subdivision, it's
Right.
gated.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So the HOA, how they paying the HOA dues? There's-
I'm
I'm not saying the media ever falsifies reports and stuff. I'm not ever saying that. I would never say
Wow,
that.
look at those displays. That's the Christmas light display right there. Well, yeah, you don't have to pay any money for a damn mortgage. You can spend it all on Christmas tree lights.
Davey, they win. If we're gonna go buy that house this week,
They won.
they win.
They get the award.
Well,
Outstanding.
maybe she's the real estate broker on the house and she just never showed it to anybody.
Maybe.
That's phenomenal.
Is that a pocket listing?
That is great, but I
They
mean,
win. And Dave
I mean, it's
Chatterton's
illegal.
here. Dave Chatterton's here, so maybe we just go ahead and finish
We
this
can
today.
just-
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
today.
go. Okay.
Yeah,
Save on gas.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This is incredible, though.
There's a lot of crimes being committed here. I'll be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, because we deal with squatters on a regular basis.
Okay.
Do you really?
Yeah, I would say regular. We deal with them quite a few times a year. Where
Yeah, how big of a crime is that? You know, you watch some of the YouTube channels and they're like, you can legally squat at a house for the rest of your life if you want to.
Well, the sad thing is there is a process you got to go through, but there's an eviction process, which is usually up to 30 days. So there is a legal eviction process.
Okay.
You have to legally evict people who are illegally living in a home?
So sad. Yes and no. So, I mean, just basically, depends on, of course, every circumstance is different. But there are some ones that are actually squatting going, we have to legally evict them from there.
Wow.
Because there was some type of verbal agreement or some type of agreement. But for the most part, again, the squatters that we have now is they see the advertised house online. Mm-hmm. They know it's vacant. And then they go ahead and move on in. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a difference between breaking and entering. Of course, and then next thing you know, we just had a squatting thing we worked out near Silverleaf, actually, with a young couple that was actually squatting and they're selling dope from the house.
Oh, no.
And we did a search warrant, and luckily because they went to jail, of course, that kind of is a quick eviction.
Right.
But
Yeah.
there was nothing
Yeah.
in the house. There was literally a rented couch and nothing else, and babies. They had 2 babies in there.
Oh,
yeah.
jeez.
Yeah, I can only imagine this is. There's more to this story, though.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying the media minimize something, for goodness sakes.
Well, they've been there
or
forever.
exaggerated, but I mean, 2 decades.
15 years? That's wild.
Yeah, something's up with that.
Legal documents obtained from the Broward County Property Appraiser's investigation revealed that the absence of a title on the property, with evidence pointing to a forged deed.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
here we
Yeah.
go.
We've seen cases where people are actually selling somebody else's property online. Have you heard these cases
Yeah,
before?
yeah.
We've had a couple
Yeah.
here.
Horrible, yeah.
It's horrible. It's going to get worse and worse with our media platform, or with, I'm sorry, technology platforms.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not offering
AI, all that
solutions.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Wow. So let's see. The Broward County Property Appraiser's Office has imposed homestead exemption back taxes totaling $34,724 against the property.
Wow.
While the statute of limitation precludes criminal charges, the challenge now lies in determining the rightful owner of the home.
But here's the funny thing. It's a light bill. You saw the thing on. You just
Right.
pictures.
Right.
major
They've
light bill.
obviously got electricity
Water
and
bill,
water.
sewer,
Right.
trash.
Right.
No one.
No one.
I got
I don't
nothing to say.
know.
Maybe they had somebody in every single
Fictitious
department
living
or
kind of
something.
thing?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
That is weird how they could get away with that for so long.
Crazy.
Crazy.
15 years.
And to be so flagrant about it with the lights, it's like, ha ha ha, look at us. That's how I took the whole celebration.
Anyways.
Anyway, weird.
Let's see. All right, moving on. Residential lot grading plan. Nope, not talking about that. Boring.
They're grading lots.
They're grading lots. You get an F. You
Yeah,
get an F.
a
No,
C, yeah.
different kind of grading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Florida Man Games Fight Night.
Okay.
Yes.
911 Fight Night. Brawl of the Badges.
Yes, and it's just getting better and better.
It is. Every time we have a meeting, it's
the
getting
meeting we
better and
had,
better.
Of course, with you and your team the other day, and of course our team, and it's getting better. And we honestly, I just got to thank. Every time I see you, I thank you for allowing us to be a part of this.
Oh, I'm honored that you guys are
we're so
head
excited.
first in
Yeah.
on
So
it.
excited.
And as you know, it's coming together. We may have just as many female fights as the male fights.
Okay.
Which
Good.
is super exciting. So we got all of our fighters in training between fire rescue and of course law enforcement. They're all coming out of St. Johns County. They're all in the profession somewhere in St. Johns County. So we're not doing the old ringer, we'll pull someone in from Vegas to
Right.
fight.
right.
Still working on our
Mike Tyson works for our police department? What?
He's a volunteer now. It's like Shaquille O'Neal.
Right.
Remember when Shaquille O'Neal was working
for Miami or something?
like that? Yeah. We're doing that on a charity basketball game, and Shaquille O'Neal now is a reserve for us. But anyways, so we got some celebrity judges in there. We've actually confirmed a couple, waiting on a couple, which looks like about 7 different bouts we're going to have between the PAL. I say the kids, but they're young adults. They're 15, 16 years old. They've been in our PAL program for 2 or 3 years, our boxing program, which again, that's where the boxing ring is actually being paid for.
By the way, I need to get more information on that from you. My godson wants to be in this program.
Yeah. Right now, we're running it out of the Harris building, which is the old Harris Elementary School in Hastings.
Okay.
But of course, now with the governor's money that he gave us to build our infrastructure over in between West Augustine and Hastings off of Nice Road on county property, once we get that facility up and running, I mean, that's where we intend to move the boxing program to. That way we can feed, Southern St. John, all of Southern St. Johns County. So super program's going well. But so our boxing night, we're excited about it. Again, this is something that, Guns and Hoses has been going on for years in Jacksonville.
Sure.
And we're trying to do something special down here, again, piggybacking off of you. So super excited. Looking forward to it. And we did move can I say we moved our venue?
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
We appreciate you, Pete, too. But we originally had our venue outside, of course, on the Francis Field.
Right. There's a lot of toss-ups with weather, and you never know.
We're concerned, too, as well about the ring, the canvas.
Right, we don't want to mess up the ring.
Yep. Yeah. So now we have moved it inside with, of course, the blessing of the Parks and Recreation Department. It's inside the Carolina's Gym, which if some of you are locals here, we've had events before there with wrestling and stuff like that over the years.
There have been boxing events in there, too.
And the bleachers are up in there, which is great.
Oh, cool.
So we were told, I think the other day, Pete, it holds 1,100, but Pete's got plans for a majority of those tickets. But of course, we have some tickets we're setting aside with your permission, for our boxers and their families, and of course some people from the SJSO and the fire rescue team.
Yeah.
So super
we're gonna be able to put up some big screens so that everybody who's not able to make it in there.
Yeah, we're gonna make this something special, but I think it's gonna be a great day all day long. But
it's gonna be amazing.
We're hoping to announce our celebrity judges here in the very near future. We got some that are kind of
I know. Very excited by some of the names you guys threw out there.
I know too. When I was talking to Brandon James last night, of course, he's the OC for the Jello Jackets, but I'll talk to him. And when Swamp Kings came back out and kind of advertised about the Florida Gators, by the way.
Right,
I mean,
that was
Brandon
the
James
Netflix
was
series.
A stud, man.
Yeah,
He's
man.
a stud. And we've known him. I've known him since he was a little kid. But
I loved watching. If you watch highlight reels of Brandon James from the Florida Gators, it's just spectacular to watch. There was not a returner like it. Yeah,
with the Colts, he was I'm talking. The guy's not big. He's just an athlete.
Yeah,
and with a big heart too, as well. So again, they got a lot of people. There's a lot of people in town too that we'll call celebrities. But we're just going to bring back some kind of hometown feel between the Jacksonville Jaguars and maybe some boxers or whatever. So super excited to kind of put that together.
It's going to be
Vanilla
awesome.
Ice will probably be there. I think we let that out with the back hat out of the bag.
Wait, what? You just let that out? I didn't know that.
We got to confirm.
I didn't know that.
Rob, if you're listening, by the way, when I text you, you better answer. Remember, we had that agreement, brother.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so
we're going to clip that out and put it out there. So he definitely will see that.
I'll get Rob there. He can figure it out.
I mean, I emailed him. He did not respond to me. So I'm just saying.
Well, you're not the sheriff.
Oh, I know.
Well, we met on an instant, not an instant, but with a neighborhood meeting per se.
Okay.
And he was in the neighborhood meeting where he lives at. So, and he's like, what do you need kind of thing. So here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't ask for much, but I didn't think it would be a thing, but he had that concert here recently.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. He's still a rock star.
I know.
Absolutely.
And I got to tell you, man, he brought so much energy to that. Like, he's still got it as a performer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm 52, and I would say he's 56-ish, as I'm just guessing.
Right.
The dude looks great. He's drinking the fountain. He's drinking the Fountain Youth water.
That's it.
Is it really?
That's
I recommend you don't, though.
I don't like it.
I think he's doing it.
It does taste like hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, Rob,
Right.
you better confirm because I don't have time for you, Roddy.
Let's go. But I will say, what a cool thing that he's embraced our community.
He really has,
I mean, he moved out here a few months back, right after that concert, and has just really, I've seen pictures of him all over the place. He's taking pictures with
involved,
people.
man.
He's getting
he's
involved.
real.
He's having fun. He does seem like a real guy, genuinely nice guy.
Yeah, he helps out with a few foundations and not-for-profits too as well. So once you get around him and kind of talk to him a little bit, he's a character. And again, he's just, his heart's in the right place. And, he's not retired per se. He's still very, very involved with the community he lives in.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That'd be great to have him out there.
Yeah.
Is that official?
No.
Oh.
No. The official thing will be when they show up, because you know how it goes. You invite 15 guests and 5 show up.
sure.
Like, you said he was going to be
Right.
here. Yeah.
So we can bill him as a special invited guest for
He
right
is
now.
on the list. Like the Ernest Wilfords, which some of you know, if you're Jaguars fans,
Yeah.
you know Ernest Wilford. Him and I talk on a regular basis. You know, he's probably one of the best Jaguars to play the game, but him and I are very, very close. And Marcus Pollard too as well. We're all close. Brandon James. Those are all, I say they're easy. They're phenomenal people. They'll probably just show up to be a part of this. But who sits at the guest judge? At the end, it could be Kendall and my two sons and my football players from the Jackets.
You guys are celebrities enough. I'll tell you that.
Listen,
for us here in St. Johns County,
the Jackets team down from last night, they're celebrities.
Right? Yes, they are.
So, anyways,
yes, they are.
are we going to talk about some bad stuff?
We can talk about some bad stuff. Sure.
Yeah. I know you have some questions and stuff, and the community is kind of looking for answers on this double murder. We don't get a whole lot of double murders. We don't get murders a whole lot in St. Johns County. I will tell you this, that this is an isolated incident. It's going to be solved by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. Again, we are big fans of dotting our I's, crossing our T's, and making sure, of course, in this particular thing, when you have not just two deceased people, but you got and also family going to go upside down too, as far as when you make the arrest of the suspect in this case. So again, this is a case, most of our murder cases, if not all of them, go in front of a grand jury when we get to that point, especially when it's not a smoking gun per se, and that's no pun intended on this, And then just 2 weeks after, we have a 6-year-old boy, and I wanted to put the community at ease too as well with this case, where this could honestly be a true accident, meaning not a traffic accident, but a true accident where a child's death, of course, is a result of just a true accident. So there was a lot of panic about, of course, 4 Mile coming into King Street. There's too much traffic. People are we have video surveillance footage, of course, the best we have, and we have statements from witnesses and the people that stopped and provided first aid to this little boy. Gets you emotional. Of course, it was on the body worn camera video and stuff like that. But this case will be solved per se, but not every case gets solved with an arrest. And this is one of those cases that it's probably not going to end up in an arrest of anybody besides answers to the family of how the child died. So again, and that's why that convoy the other day, the police escort for St. Augustine High through their community, it was a good day because what it did was it brought some happiness to a community that's had sadness for almost a month. Yeah. With 2 tragic incidents back to back, and that's not normal for that area, anywhere in St. Johns County. So just good news forthcoming. And again, we're trying to give that family some privacy. It's a 6-year-old boy that everybody knew very well with a very large family. Of course, and you got 2 other, I coached Trey at Pedro, and of course, didn't know, Cody that well. But again, these are 2 people that in the community knew because they went to school here, grew up here, of course. So again, we appreciate everybody's patience and support of the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office.
Maybe you can't answer this and you can tell me that, but I just need to ask the question.
Sure.
Is how do you leave the scene after you hit a child like that? Like that is what really gets at my gut, because that's my neighborhood and I love it there.
Sure.
And I just don't understand that part. Or maybe there's another part.
I don't think that's the case in this.
Got it.
Yeah. Because that was bothering me too as well. Davey, when I first got this call, of course, and I went that way to look at the scene myself the next morning out there. But, our people are amazing that work in our major case unit and our traffic homicide investigative unit, and it put me a little bit at ease knowing that based on what the medical examiner's office said with, their forensic pathologist. And we actually met the other day, just have another staff briefing. They looked at the car again. That was, everything's accounted for per se. And then next thing you know, I think we just slowed down a little bit and put the pieces of the puzzle together and the facts as they lay. And then I think we're going to find out this was a true accident, meaning not a traffic crash accident, an accident. So we believe based on the current information we have now, the child was not run over.
Okay.
So that should put the community at ease because everybody was uproar. Where's the vehicle at? If the child, indeed, if anybody is hit by a vehicle, and this is something that I worked when I was in traffic homicide, it's very clear if a person is struck by a vehicle. And we don't believe in this situation was actually the kid was struck by a vehicle. Just a very unique, strange, all the stars lined up for, of course, a young child to lose his life based on just the injuries.
Sakes.
So, yeah. But our job is to put closure in there for family and put the area and neighborhood at ease that it's not. So that's not what you're looking at, Davey. I know that is your neighborhood.
Yeah.
We're not looking at a phantom vehicle that struck a child and took off. We don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see. City of St. Augustine Beach has selected their mayor and vice mayor.
Outstanding.
All right.
There we go. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see. The City of St. Augustine Beach selected Dylan Rumrell and Beth Sweeney to serve in these roles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love Dylan.
Dylan as the mayor?
Dylan is the mayor.
Okay. He was at the game yesterday.
Yeah, he's at all the games. I see him at all the St. Augustine High School
I think he's
games.
alumni.
I think he is.
I think he is actually.
Yeah. Most of us are, right? In some form or fashion here at St. Augustine.
Somebody asked me outside, like, why weren't you at St. Augustine High? I was like, I got in a lot of trouble. Where'd you go? St. Joseph Academy. You went to a private school because you got in trouble? Yes,
that was the only other option.
Yes, that was my prison.
Right.
That was my version of you're going to prison.
Yeah. And you're working off those bills, too, to send you to St. Joe.
But I met my beautiful little bride there, so I'm okay.
Hey.
There you go.
That worked out just lovely.
Meant to be.
It all worked out great. Dylan Rumrell, who's served on the commission since 2019, will be your mayor. Beth Sweeney, the vice mayor. According to the City of St. Augustine Beach's Facebook post, Rumrell stated that he is honored and blessed to be chosen by his peers as mayor of the City of St. Augustine Beach, and he looks forward to continuing to work with people of St. Augustine Beach.
2 good families right there, the Sweeney family and the Rumrell family.
Dude, Beth Sweeney is like a champion.
Serious.
She's a
Very nice
marathon runner, ultra marathon.
Yeah, and Kevin, her husband, is too.
Yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
They're a good family. Those are 2 good families.
That's a really good lineup.
Yeah,
That's
they got a good crew over there, actually, on the commission. Yeah, that's
they'll
awesome.
do well.
She said she's honored by the faith placed in her by her fellow commissioners, and she looks forward to continuing to serve the residents of St. Augustine Beach as the vice mayor.
I think that process is similar like the county process,
Yes,
right?
it is. Yeah, where they appoint each other.
You're not
as-
elected like Jacksonville as the mayor.
Right.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah. You're appointed among your peers, per se.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah, so
Cool.
good news.
No, good news.
Good news for the beach. All right. Davey, how do you want to approach the comments today, man?
I'm going to fistfully frolic forward for freedoms from 5 fantastic fans.
Outstanding.
Wow.
There it goes.
This Britney Spears book must have been good.
Oh, Woman in Me, I'm telling you. Eye-opening.
I love
A lot
it.
of people in comments
love
saying
it,
they
bro.
read the book.
Really?
No, there's not.
I can tell you. Go scroll back when you're done.
You got a different comment page.
Yeah, right. While you check through the comments, I'll remind everybody that Bates, Hewitt, and Floyd, they set the standard that your home is more than a house. It's where your memories are made. They provide peace of mind and insurance to protect your biggest investments so you can worry about making those memories. Having a reliable local insurance agency like BHF with over 40 years of experience in homeowners, auto, and commercial, as well as benefits, can be a valuable asset in navigating the unpredictable insurance market. They've got the expertise to help you find just the right coverage for your needs. Christy, back in town and readily available at their St. Augustine office, conveniently situated right there across from the hospital. Give them a call, 904-794-5455, and check them out. Set up a free appointment. Big shout out to our friends at the Vilano Holiday Market. Oh yeah, I've got Willow Mane in there too. Let's see. This weekend, tomorrow,
Big time.
Carol Abersold, the creator of Elf on a Shelf,
So cool.
going to be right here in town.
Yes.
Elf on a Shelf is a worldwide Christmas tradition now.
Right.
Wild, and she came up with it.
We didn't have Elf on the Shelf growing up.
No, we did
No, we
not.
did not.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I know. It's a lot of, you got to be very creative. Parents, I know you
man.
get tired. I know. You're doing great.
She'll be there signing autographs and reading her book.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Sheriff Hardwick going to be there next weekend.
Oh, boy,
on
bring
the
your
13th.
paper. Yep, bring
Yeah,
the pen
he's
and
the
bring
guest
the paper.
speaker. Yeah. He's going to be there speaking from 3 o'clock till 10 at night.
Yeah. PM.
I can make that happen.
Yes, you could.
I know you can.
Small snack breaks.
I know you can.
Snack breaks.
It's going to be great.
Nicely
And they
said.
got something going on every weekend until Christmas. So that is, it's going to be something you want to check out. If you want more information, go to VilanoBeachFL.com. And of course, our friends at Willow and Mane Beauty Bar, they are your hair's best friend. If you are tired of looking tired, head over to Willow and Mane. Feeling like your hair's in a rut? Willow and Mane is your hair hut. Not sure where to fix your frame? Take your mug to Willow and Mane. Whether your hair's, are you laughing because Davey
it's
acts this
phenomenal.
entire
I
thing
cheer
out?
him on. Yeah. I have to be quiet.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. You're much more supportive than Troy is.
Yeah,
sorry.
Everybody is.
Sorry.
Literally everybody is.
Just more positive.
Troy just shows up for himself out
Right,
here.
true.
Troy
Yeah.
just likes to look over there and see himself on the
Right.
camera.
Yes.
I hate taking his seat too as well, but Troy, but it's okay. You got another job.
Well, he's the little sheriff. You can take his seat
Lil.
as the actual sheriff.
You said
Yeah.
T's in there.
Yeah.
Lil.
Yeah, that's right. It's his rapper name. Whether your hair is oily, crunchy, curly, straight, limp, or a little bit of a wimp, they can whip it and clip it into shape. Don't let a hair emergency stress you out. Give them a call today and book your next appointment at Willow and Mane. And hey, dudes, Wednesday is Men's Day.
Go see Tracy.
There's a poet. I didn't know it. You're a rhymer.
Big timer.
And not a crimer. Yay!
Hey, whoa, all
I
right.
was thinking Al Sharpton in the Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
I was like, he's good.
Okay.
He's real good.
All right.
Probably
What,
too young for that. My apologies. Pete.
we got it. I love that people think I'm way younger than I am. It's great.
It is good.
You're
Hold on to
handsome,
that.
buddy. You whatever the heck you're eating and drinking, you must be working.
Fountain of youth.
I'm right here, Pete. I can see you.
I just do that for the cameras. I love being able to give facial expressions to the cameras.
All the
That's
time.
the coolest
Yeah.
part of my job.
It's your best friend.
Well, it's not my best friend.
Yeah.
But
Mine's clearer, by the way. Clay.
it is a lot clearer.
Yeah.
I just
Definitely.
noticed that. Look how clear it is.
I make
Very
him.
nice.
I make him give me a blurry picture on purpose. That's why people think I'm halfway decent looking. Let's see. All right. What do we got in comments, Davey?
Comments, Costco $2.88 for gas.
Okay.
Florida loves the blue. Everyone hates I-10. Big rally cry
There you
for
go.
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
And will the ghosts in Catalina's gym be cleared before the boxing event?
Yeah, we got Ghostbusters coming in to clear them
Okay.
out.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
Troy has some stories
We'll
of
have our crimes.
ghosts.
I got some in there too.
Do you really?
Yes, sir.
So you think the ghosts are real in there?
I used to play in there as a kid, and
Yeah.
weird stuff's happening there.
Oh, cool. I got to go meet them.
We used to
Let's start
play
a rumor. We think it was buried on top of a burial ground. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
the whole city of St. Augustine is a burial ground,
They're
honestly. I mean, it really is.
Did you see the boat they found in front of one?
Yeah. We
had them on
talked
the
to the
show.
archaeologists. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Pretty cool.
Was it true there were shoes in there?
There's a lot
Leather.
of things. Leather, shoes,
Yeah.
purses, coins.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had to move fast because there was a lot of pressure from DOT to get up and out. So that
Right.
was like,
Yeah.
not
There's
easy.
more down there, by the way. You know darn well there is.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Once you
That's
find something, you got
That's
to get it up
powerful.
and out. Yeah.
This city's amazing.
It is.
It really is a cool place.
It is.
We're
Yep.
lucky to be here.
Yep.
All right, cool. What do you got for STOITM stat, Davey?
Well, it's a little dreary, but I will,
Oh, come on.
I will lift you up at the end here. The death of John Lennon on this 8th of December, 1980 remains the most appalling moments in the long history of rock music. We lost a legend that day, and it's rare for a star to be murdered. Sadly, his life was cut short, and he was shot killed in front of his residence at the Dakota in New York City on December 8th. The killer, Mark David Chapman, confessed at the scene of the crime. But I'm going to end with one of the great prolific lyrics. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us as the world will be as one. So yeah, remember that lyric today. I think that'll be inspiring for our holiday season.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, so.
Thank you, sir. What inspires me this holiday season is St. Augie's Pizza.
Boom.
Look at that. Look at that pie right there.
Yes.
Sheriff, I got to tell you something, man. Augie came up with a creation.
The Sheriff Hardwick pizza?
No.
Okay.
Oh, not quite. Not
It was
quite.
inspired by us, actually.
Finally.
But it's a Cuban pizza. So think of a Cuban sandwich. Are you a
Gotcha.
fan of a
I'm
Cuban sandwich?
I'm a big fan.
He makes it into a pizza.
Okay.
And it is, you're looking at me with a weird face. That's the same
I'm
face
waiting. I'm
that's
waiting.
the same face I gave to Troy when he told me about
True.
this. Delicious.
Like a calzone thing?
No,
No.
it's a pizza. It's a
Okay.
pizza with pickles and ham.
Okay. I'm in.
Oh,
It's
it is
so good.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can we do it like a lunch show in here and they can sponsor us and come in here and deliver?
We can go meet at
Totally.
Augie's Pizza.
Oh,
We can
meet
go do
there.
that.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It's
I say
so
we
fun.
do it.
I'm in.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
great.
Totally
man.
worth it.
Great.
It sounds odd, but that's great.
Can we stop can we stop there at the 0.5K and have a little slice?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a great idea.
Yeah. That'll be
Let's
our
do
that,
it.
that
Hopefully
should be
you're
our stop. Yeah.
Just trying to help you out.
Nice plug. I like it.
There you go. All right, good deal. St. Augie's Pizza, get in there and grab some slices today. Davey, what do you got for plugs?
Hey, we got the world famous Dave Chatterton and Heather Quinn from Old Town Trolley coming in and talking about Holly Jolly Nights of Lights. I can't wait.
Sweet. Sheriff, you got anything to plug? You want to plug the Christmas event one more time?
Absolutely. Tomorrow night at St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, right here across from the courthouse in front of the jail, we're going to have, of course, our Sheriff's Office Santa basically comes to town event from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So come on out for a good time. Safest place in town to see Santa.
Ray
So
texted
cool.
you the actual time, huh?
No, I look at my calendar.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, which I shouldn't be doing. That's tomorrow. One day at a time.
Right?
One day at a time.
Clay, you got any plugs out there?
Yeah, I'll be at Prohibition tonight, and it's actually Paper City Hustlers, not
Oh, okay.
PCH, yes.
So it's not Whim?
not
Okay.
tonight.
They didn't change
We
their
said
name,
Whim, right?
Yeah.
yeah, Whim.
Whim. I like that.
This guy's got a memory. Sheriff's got a memory. I don't remember what we
Just
talked
for
about
today.
5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
Pete, remember, just for today. One day at a time.
Very smart.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Download the 904 Now app and go to thefloridamangames.com. Get tickets while they're still available. We are reaching capacity fast.
So cool.
Wow. Yeah, very cool. Hey, we'll see you guys at 3 o'clock.
Bye, everybody.